It is August 18th and it's going to be another beautiful day. Right now it's a little breezy and a little cloudy, but it should hit maybe 80 degrees today, so I'm really looking forward to enjoying the outdoors. And so the little garden here, I'll just walk through here, give you guys a quick update on what's been growing. And of course a lot of tomatoes are coming in right now. Just really loving coming out here and grabbing some tomatoes. We've been making some homemade pizzas with the basil and just throwing some of the little tomatoes right on there. The little ones here, the Matt's Wild Cherry, and those I can pick a little small bowl of those every day. And then of course I have a lot of the what you call the Thai pink eggs coming in as well. Alright, and then over here we have the bigger tomatoes, and these are the Lenny's Ox Heart. I picked one last week and I weighed it. I think it came in almost at 13 ounces. So those are the Lenny's Ox Heart. We had a really bad storm earlier in the week and it knocked one of them off, as you can see right down there, and it's cracked. So I'll probably end up getting that one and putting it somewhere. Maybe the chickens will like it. And of course the peppers are coming in, doing real well up here. Nasturtiums and the Aleppo peppers back in there. Banana peppers. Okay, and then the other bigger tomato that I'm growing is called the Uncle Mark Bagby. As you can see there, I picked one of those last week as well. That's like a pink brandy wine and just wonderful. I replaced my little flower basket because I enjoyed the first one so much. It lasted, oh gosh, 3 months. I think it just bloomed and bloomed and bloomed. So I got another one. And then up here, more basil. So I've been kind of pruning it, snipping off the top of the little basil plants, as you can see here. So it'll hopefully encourage it to start bushing out. And then we have cucumbers coming in, as well as also some green beans. And this is the little leaf planter. And then look at all the Polish dwarf tomatoes. Those are wonderful. I am so glad that I planted a dwarf tomato plant in the original GreenStalk. I think that's going to be a great tomato to grow. And some of the dwarf varieties, I understand, also will produce regular sized fruit. So I'm going to be on a hunt for those seeds this year so I can plant them next year. As a matter of fact, right now I am saving a lot of seeds. So I've got those fermenting right now, and I hope to do a video on that for you very soon, and perhaps I can do a seed giveaway for the Polish dwarf tomatoes seeds, so that way you guys can enjoy them too. Okay, and more over here, and then of course you see the little tiny currant tomatoes. Those are the sweet pea currant. That's the most unusual little tomato, as you can see there. And then more basil and scallions over here in the leaf planter. A lot of nasturtiums. They're all going to seed right now. So I'm saving the seeds for the nasturtiums. As you can see down here, I think I showed you this last year, the seeds will just fall off. And so I just pick them up, put them on a paper plate. Sometimes I can just give them a gentle little shake, and the seeds will just come right off. But you can see there's some over there. Usually like this. Yeah, you see some there. Okay. This is also the time of year where I am clipping a lot of the yellowing leaves off of the tomato plants. And so that keeps me busy out here because it looks prettier when everything's green and not yellow, right? Okay, and the fennel is just really looking good here. Okay, parsley. And then more peppers right down in there, the little banana peppers. And this is called Sunrise Bumblebee tomato, and it's kind of a cross between a yellow and a red. It has little stripes going down it, and that was a hybrid from Johnny's Seeds. So I've been enjoying that one as well. And then finally green beans. A lot of green beans. I have so many green beans, I didn't want to store them up. I've just been cooking them fresh, and so I have so many I can't really eat all of them. I should put some up. They're easy to freeze. You just blanch them first, dry them good, and then you can freeze them. So I'm also going to save the seed for some of these. As you can see, they're blooming good. And some of these I'm letting just stay on the plant, letting them yellow. And I am saving the seeds for the jade bush bean. Alright. And then right down there is the little passive garden that I don't weed or water. And I showed you guys last week, or the last tour at least, that it seemed like pumpkins were growing great down there, and then the extra tomato plants that I just threw in down there without any attention from me. They've been doing fine. And also it looks like the sunflowers are really doing great. So next year I'll also put a lot of sunflowers down there. They're just really pretty. Alright, so now I'll take you around to the front and we'll take a look at the square foot garden. Alright, so here's the square foot garden, and I have been picking so many tomatoes out here, and I won't go through everything, but I will show you this little plant here. This is a lemon boy. It was a hybrid from Johnny's Seeds, and it has just covered up with tomatoes. Really, I've been enjoying the little yellow tomatoes. And this one over here as well is called an orange Minsk, but it is actually an heirloom. And really big, like orange beefsteak tomatoes on here. So I've been enjoying that for sure. And then I have not planted my lettuce like I've been intending to do, which is where I had some borage over here and some green beans that I pulled out. But I'll get around to that. As a matter of fact, I might also go ahead and save that room for some of my spring garden for next year, which I plant in the fall. And if you missed that video, I'll leave a link to it. But I like to plant scallions and cilantro, spinach, and carrots for the following year. And I'll do that in the fall, and then they come up early in the spring without any work from me. So my spring garden gets a little bit of a head start. Okay? And this is the little Thessaloniki. As you can see here, we've got the yellowing leaves. The tomatoes just kind of go to blight this time of year. A lot of them do. There's where I've been cutting off leaves. The little piles I need to clean up. And let's see. More of the lemon boy over here. And then just lots of basil and the oregano. The dill. What I'll do is I'll take the seed head and I'll just toss these right into the soil. So hopefully I'll enjoy some of that by the fall when all of the leaves are changing colors. That's when I also am able to enjoy dill. It really loves those temperatures in the fall. So a lot of times I'll just reseed by just shaking the head of the seeds down into the soil and working them into the soil a little bit. Okay, and of course the sweet potatoes are just taking over here. I have one square in this corner and one square in that corner. It looks like a zinnia has also popped up there, a volunteer. Waiting on this cucumber down here to ripen up really good and just fall off the vine, and I'll use that for seed saving. I have two on here that I'm going to use for seed saving. Let's see what else I can show you guys. More sweet potatoes, one more square right there, just taking over right here, and a little Swiss chard there in the middle, and some flowers, the hollyhock, which will bloom. I can't wait to see next year. Okay, this is the Uncle Mark Bagby, another pink brandy wine. That is one of my favorites, really. It's so delicious. But I'm only getting about 4 or 5 tomatoes per plant on that. Okay, so there you have it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below the video. I'm going to try to have some more organized videos for you guys coming up here soon, since the garden is kind of slowing down for me. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a beautiful day.